Hello, hello, YouTube. This is Patriot Independence, and as you've seen by the title, I am testing some new encoder presets and different mic settings for tonight's live stream. As you can see on the right side of your screen, I have a flight tracker of all these flights you see are military flights, and then in the bottom right is the EAM frequency tracker, which, if you don't know, EAM is emergency action messages, and this is used by low frequency by the U.S. Air Force, and they broadcast out different kind of like nuclear codes, and a lot of different transmissions go through the EAM frequencies, and we're able to listen to it because I have a SDR radio to listen to it right here. So yeah, I'm just testing things out. I'd like to get some feedback. If you can, let me know how it sounds, and we'll just pretty much just talk for right now. I'm gonna plan on going live later on tonight, because that's probably when things are going to start heating up in Minneapolis, in Minnesota, and in New York. We've seen last night a lot of crazy stuff started happening in New York last night too, all across the country, to be fair. But yeah, just let me know how things sound. So far, I haven't got those little warning messages that I used to get with the audio. So I'm wondering if I've got it set up right now that I finally went through and adjusted the settings right. Let me know if that noise is too much. I can go in and turn it down a little bit, but that noise that you're hearing is from the EAM frequency. And if you look, I'm on the U.S. Air Force preset, which is 8992.00 on the 30 meter band, which is they call it very low frequency, or VLF. I can actually put on squelch, so that way when things come in, and if it's a clear enough message, you'll be able to hear it. Oh, I should have probably scrolled it back up. There we go. Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy last couple of days, hasn't it? With everything going on with Venezuela, and now you got this lady rams her car into an ICE officer, which, let's be clear, I've seen the video, and let's just be real. And if you know me and know my channel, I'm not afraid to criticize Trump or criticize the Trump administration for any of the stuff that he does wrong. I think it's important that we actually do hold his feet to the fire and hold his administration accountable to let them know what they're doing wrong and when they're doing it wrong. So that way we keep them in the right track and keep them from having neocon warmongering influence by, like Susie Wiles and all the other ones, like what's his name, Lindsey Graham. So yeah. But how's things sounding? I see I got two people here. Can you guys let me know how things are sounding? How does everything sound? I may even this evening, have a guest appearance by Virtus Media Studio, and that is at and you can watch him. He is my best friend, and we're doing this media thing together. and he is good giving me a lot of intel and you know, intel stuff with everything going on. But you can find his channel. We're trying to get him up to 50 subscribers so that way he can start going live, because YouTube, you know, they got a minimum of, you got to have a minimum of 50 subscribers in order to go live. But if you can, if you're watching this, go ahead and go over to @VirtusMedia1776 and give him a subscribe, and you can try to get him up to the 50. But I'm gonna have him come in this evening to give me a little, give us all a little insight of his, you know, his opinion and from his angle, how, where he's seeing things. I'm gonna try to actively change some mic settings as I'm in live right now. So let me know how things sound. I'm gonna go the lows. Let's take them up to 5, and let's see how to. All right, so this one with the equalizer, we've got a high at positive 3 decibels. The mids is at a negative 170, and then the lows is at a positive 4.5. How does that sound? Does that sound any better? All right, so now I'm a little further away from the mic. I'm probably about, I want to say about 6 to 8 inches away from the mic. With these settings and this distance from the mic, how does this sound? So, yeah, I think that's going to be the best bet, is to do it like this. Have it at, you know, your the 3 to 1.70, and then the 4.5. We'll do 4.80, See, that's the thing, is to try to get these mic settings right. It's so finicky. At one point I had it perfect, but I had to do a reset on it, and then it did an update on OBS, and then for some reason, once it updated, it wiped all my previous settings out, and I can't remember what it was, which sucks. But yeah, this is just a test stream, y'all. This is just a test stream to test these new encoder settings. Going to probably use the other encoder that I was using, which is the, hold on a minute, I'll pull it up here real quick. So right now for streaming, I'm using, where is, it's not, oh, it's not gonna pull it up while I'm live. So yeah, I am going to have to go back in and change it to the AMD. Hold on a minute, I'll tell you what it is. So right now I'm on AMD HEVC. Before it was AMD H.264. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go back to. But I will be back later tonight, and I will have a couple different protest feeds pulled up. We'll have the X page pulled up and cover any type of breaking news clips live. And then I'll have a couple different little feeds up down along the other side, along with the flight tracker and all that stuff, and the EAM frequency thing. I'll probably be back. Let's see, what time is it here? It's 12:05 Eastern Standard Time, 12 noon. I'd say I'd probably be back. I want to say about 7 or 8 o'clock, roughly 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. That way, because you guys know as well as I do, once it gets dark, that's when things it's like, it's a consistent pattern with these Antifa and anti-Trump groups. Things start getting really crazy when it gets dark. So at that point, we'll cover everything live. So if you can, drop me a like, share the channel out, and if you're just watching this now, hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. My goal is to hit 500 subscribers before spring, and that's one of my goals, is to hit that 500 subscriber limit. So that way I can do member only live streams. I can get super chats. I mean, I won't be fully monetized at that point. It's just like a partial monetization, but I'll have the ability to let people hype my videos. Like I said, I'll be able to get super chats, super thanks. What else is it? Super chats, super thanks. And I think there's one more, but it's not a YouTube AdSense monetization. I won't get that until I hit the 1,000 subscriber and 4,000 watch hours or something like that. So yeah, I'm trying to just do it in steps. By spring, I want to be by 500 subscribers. So like I said, drop a like, subscribe, share the channel out. I got a lot of cool things planned, and eventually, once I get going and get rolling with YouTube and all that, I would like to actually, me and my media partner, my best friend with Vertus Media, I'd like to actually go out and do things like Nick Shirley is doing and do things like Nick Sorter's doing, cover things live on the ground and bring it straight to this channel, an unbiased, independent view. So that, and that's one thing I promise all my viewers, I will completely stay independent, no matter if it's a Republican, Democrats, left, right, whatever. It'll be a 100% honest view, no bias, independent view of everything. We'll cover everything just straight up. So, like I said, drop a like, subscribe, and until next time, until this evening, keep on prepping, stay safe, God bless, Patriot Independence out.